starting off with the slightly controversial Ballon d'Or. I guess we'll start with the men's side of things because there's a bit of a bleep show with the women's side that we have to deal with. But a bit of a left field winner, actually, I guess, Ben, or even though he's playing in the centre of the park. Luka Modric finally getting a nod, breaking up the kind of two-party dominance of Messi and Ronaldo. So what was your take on that one? Do you think Modric has done enough to inspire that accolade?
I think he definitely has, and I think the key thing that came from that was his speech where he said this is for all the players in the past who had the quality and did achieve the things in their careers to have won it.
Bit of shade thrown at Messi and Ronaldo,
yeah.
Just because
exactly.
I think there's so many great players who...
The Xavis, Iniestas,
exactly.
Wesley Sneijder as well, he mentioned.
Just because there's like eye-catching players that always easily get recognised. I've heard a few people saying that because Modric won't like win a game solo in the same way as maybe a Ronaldo could do, like a stunning volley from like 25 yards, or Messi would just run past the whole team and chip it in. Do you think that gives him any less like credibility as a deserving winner?
I don't think it does. I think the way that he plays, his impact on the team comes from further back in midfield. So although he might not score all the goals and he chips some of the assists, obviously, doesn't he? But
yeah,
in terms of scoring making the game-changing moments from scoring himself, he makes his influences elsewhere. I think, especially as a captain as well for Croatia in the World Cup, where he obviously bringing those to a final for the first ever time. You can't really beat that. And I think just for that alone, other than winning Champions League and everything else from this year, I think he deserves it just for that solely.
Still a little bit sore for us, the whole Croatia thing. However, unfortunately, in the realm of stupidity, I mean, first of all, a big shout out to Ada Hegerberg winning the, was it the first ever?
The first ever inaugural.
So the inaugural women's Ballon d'Or. Women's was a fast-growing sport. We love it here on the Forward Factor. We've kind of followed it for a number of years now, mainly because we're Birmingham City fans, as you can see from the badge I've got, and you're not wearing anything.
I'm not, I'm sorry.
I'm representing. But basically, the women's team at Blues are literally just better than the men's team. So we were ahead of the boat with this one. We got into it. It's great to see the big steps being taken. I think Stephanie Rush's, what's it called? The Goal of the Year award.
Puskás award.
Oh, I thought it was a Puskás. She nearly won a Puskás, which sounds like a cat, I think.
Yeah.
But and now Hegerberg wins the first ever women's title trophy, and the host DJ Martin Solveig asks her, "Can you twerk?" So, okay, I have. There's a number of levels to this. First of all, this is insanely stupid and ill thought out. Like, regardless of what you think about the context, because sometimes the players get asked to. It's tradition they get asked to dance on stage.
Yeah.
So the context was she did her dance and he was like, "Can you twerk?" Even with that context, I just feel like, given the absolute belittlement that female athletes have to put up with still in 2019, it's just such a offensive thing to say, for want of a better expression.
I just think it was a really weird moment to come up with that sort of joke, even if it was a joke, which obviously meant it as. It's just a weird stage at which to make that sort of joke, and even though he's tried to explain it and say, I think he was either lost in translation. He said to ask her to twirl or something like that.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to
how convenient. How convenient. I thought when I watched the first video of it, she just goes like, off. Like,
you can tell from the reaction she's kind of not accepting of it. So
I mean, afterwards, I think she played it down. And what I've noticed, like, it's the same thing whenever we talk to Birmingham City women's players, they always play down the gender divide stuff. They don't want to victimise themselves because they're out there just like busting their asses and doing an incredible job every week. But at the same time, there are just double standards that you notice. And for me, like, the fact that a joke like that was made and then undermines it and stealing the headlines, like, it shows we've still got a problem that needs overcoming, I think. Yeah,
and I think just the big thing that came from afterwards was her reaction, that she played it down and then she just concentrated on what was important, her winning the inaugural title.
Yeah,
which we should just all remember and respect.
Yeah, think about the footballers, and also I think as Alex Scott, the former England or current Lionesses player, tweeted, she actually gave a really powerful speech about inspiring young girls to take up football, and that was largely lost in the headlines by dumb DJ asks if she can twerk.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, take these stupid things at the level that they're pitched at, which is like a low kind of don't give them the time of day. Is my take on it, I guess.